Good morning, everyone. I'm Jonas, and tonight we're discussing the future of energy. Joining us are Justin Kelly, a nuclear expert, David, a nuclear policy expert, and Ethan, an environmental activist. Let's begin with Justin. Justin, why should we consider nuclear energy over fossil fuels?
Thanks, Jonas. Nuclear energy is a powerful, clean alternative to fossil fuels. It produces no greenhouse gas emissions during operation, making it crucial in fighting climate change. Nuclear plants also have a small land footprint compared to other energy sources and provide reliable baseload power 24/7.
But Justin, what about the risks? Nuclear accidents like Chernobyl have had devastating consequences.
Ethan, I understand your concern. However, modern reactor designs have significantly improved safety features. The risk of a severe accident is extremely low, and the nuclear industry has an excellent overall safety record.
I'd like to add that nuclear energy also offers energy security. Unlike fossil fuels, uranium is widely distributed globally, reducing dependence on specific regions for energy resources.
Ethan, as an environmental activist, what are your thoughts on this?
Appreciate the low carbon emissions about nuclear power, but I'm concerned about the waste. It remains radioactive for thousands of years.
That's a valid concern, Ethan. However, the volume of nuclear waste is actually quite small compared to the waste from fossil fuel plants. Advanced reactor designs can even use existing nuclear waste as fuel, reducing the overall waste problem.
Moreover, we have technologies for safely storing nuclear waste deep underground in geologically stable formations. Many countries are making progress on implementing these solutions currently.
So, David, from a policy perspective, how does nuclear energy compare economically to fossil fuels?
Initially, nuclear plants have high upfront costs but have long operational lifetimes, typically 60 years or more. Over time, they become very cost effective. Also, as carbon pricing becomes more common, nuclear power's economic advantages over fossil fuels will continue to increase.
What about renewable sources of energy like wind and solar? Aren't they becoming cheaper and more efficient?
Renewables are certainly important, Ethan, but they're intermittent. We need reliable baseload power to complement them, and nuclear power fits that role perfectly. It can provide steady power when the sun isn't shining or the wind isn't blowing.
Exactly, a diverse mix with nuclear renewables and energy storage is likely our best path moving forward for a stable, clean energy grid.
Justin, what about the argument that nuclear power takes too long to deploy compared to other energy sources?
While it's true that traditional large reactors take time to build, there's exciting progress in small modular reactors. These can be factory built and deployed much more quickly and with more flexibility.
Still worried about proliferation risk. Couldn't nuclear power be used to create weapons?
That's a serious concern, Ethan, but it's important to note that civil nuclear programs are under strict international safeguards. The technology and materials used for power plants is very different from those needed for weapons.
Additionally, new reactor designs are being developed that are even more proliferation resistant.
We are almost out of time. Final thoughts from each of you?
Nuclear energy isn't perfect, but when we look at the urgent need to decarbonize our energy systems, it is a very powerful tool and we cannot afford to ignore it.
Still have reservations, but I agree that we need to consider all options to combat climate change, perhaps with continued safety improvements and waste reduction. Nuclear power could definitely play a role.
Nuclear power offers a proven, scalable solution to provide clean, reliable energy. Combined with renewables, it can help us transition away from fossil fuels and create a sustainable energy future.
Thank you all for this insightful discussion. It is clear that nuclear energy, while controversial, offers significant advantages over fossil fuels in our fight against climate change.